told you about this earlier. A recent report by the Global Organised Crime Index has ranked South Africa number 19 of 193 countries as far as crime is concerned. These countries, or crimes at least, include wildlife trafficking, hit squads, armed robberies, organised corruption, and cybercrime. Let's talk about this with Calvin Rafadi, forensic investigator and crime expert. Calvin, a very good afternoon to you. Good to see you. So, does this sort of ranking resonate or reflect the experience of South Africans on the ground?
Yes, thanks for the opportunity. It is very worrying that we are rated in the top 20 of all the countries in the world, and it is very worrying. And we've got the capability on reducing the stats of crime, and we've got the capability as well in our law enforcement and the resources. But now we need to articulate on how to deal and reduce these particular crimes that are affecting our country.
If we've got the capability, why aren't we bringing crime levels down?
Yes. First of all, we need a good partnership together as us being informants and whistleblowers with the police. Now, the police need to cater us very well when it comes to that, like paying us on time and receiving the information and acting upon the information correctly. So you get your likes of the organized crime unit, which are dealing with organized crime, the Hawks, and other offices within the subs, which are in the national or provincial detectives. But that's why I'm saying that when it comes to whistleblowing and informants, if we put a good structure and we are well catered for, we are sitting with various good information that can lead to resolving or even mitigating some of these crimes before they could happen.
The Global Organised Crime Index says this: criminals worked on new ways to commit crime during the pandemic, basically to circumvent the difficulty around movement of people during lockdown in order to be able to hit their targets. Has that caused a complication, do you think, at a police response level, or is the SAPS even able to keep up with a change in tactics?
Yes, it is very difficult for the police to keep up with the change of detecting some of these crimes. Like even before, like if you go to places like Nongoma, where you get your most of the hitmen that are doing political killings and taxi violences, you get other streets that the police, they will tell you that no, we can't move around or even towards those type of hills or mountains to go and arrest the criminals. They see you coming from far. So the technique is they need to up the game and have best technology onto knowing what to look for, where to look for, and the modus operandi of criminals. But the criminals, they've become now very sophisticated, and we, the people on the ground, we've got some of the information on how to tackle these people. Because if we speak of organized crime, it's not a crime that is committed by an individual. It's organized. So even when the criminals, they lobby some of the resources, they come to the people on the ground, or they are well known on the ground. So that's why I'm saying collection of that information and actioning it by the police is very, very, very crucial.
With that in mind then, Calvin, is the training given to police officers and the recruitment process, is it focused on the wrong things? I wonder if we are not recruiting perhaps more police officers to work at police station level, to patrol and the rest of it, when perhaps what we need is a slightly more refined set of skills. Am I misunderstanding it perhaps?
Yeah, no, you're not. But what I can emphasize and put it on record is that every crime that is committed, or every crime, even its modus operandi, there are certain units that go for training for that particular crime. Let's say if you're dealing with commercial crime, your fraud and all those things, there are units that are dealing specifically with those type of crimes. If you speak of illegal mining, there are units that deals with precious metal and those type of crimes. But what I'm saying is, we need strong partnership, and also we need strong partnership. The police need to have a strong partnership between your detectives and your crime intelligence. Because at this moment, as far as I know, they are pulling apart in different directions.
Right. So what about the infiltration of organized criminals in the police service itself, where they've got members or people who they pay among the SAPS to look the other way? Is that very prevalent?
Yes, indeed it is. It is. There are some of, we can call them the bad apples when it comes to police. there are those police guys that are well equipped in this particular type of crimes. Like, for instance, let's pick a quick one just to touch on kidnappings. You know, when when they go and collect the victims, the suspects, or let me say the syndicates, they've got a two-way radio that they communicate amongst one another in the vicinity, and also to listen to how far is the response of the police. You know, so those type of things, I mean, to get a two-way radio and a frequent station to connect to the police station, obviously a Bad Apple policeman gave them the radio and the frequency to get their communication. So indeed, there are rotten and bad apples within the SARS or even other law enforcement.
Kelvin Rafadi, good to speak to you, sir. Thank you for your time.